Hey, so it's my first video, and right now I just want to put my top 10 favorite games in 2010 and the 10 games I think will be on my top 10 games list next year. So this I'm hoping to place this into a two-part video, but if the time limit does go over, there'll have to be more parts obviously. So remember, this is my opinion, and comment below your choices for top 10 games 2010. So 2010 was packed with a lot of good games, and I found it difficult to make a top 10, but it has to be done. So at 10th, it is Mafia 2. With first-person shooters seeming to rule the gaming market right now, it must be hard for another game to stand out. Well, let me set the record straight. These 10 games are not all first-person shooters. But anyway, sandbox games are maybe the second most popular games around, and with no sign of a new Grand Theft Auto and Saints Row 3 being delayed until 2012, or maybe even longer, Mafia 2 is the perfect game to show GTA and Saints Row ain't the only sandbox games that can be fantastic. Ninth place with my first shooter of the list is Medal of Honor. Now this game could have been higher in my top 10, maybe if it was released earlier in the year. Because when I looked at Medal of Honor before release, I viewed it as something to play to waste time until Black Ops was released. Still a very good game, but not good enough to scrape the crown. But for Medal of Honor, I don't think it was ever about being the best. It was about getting its reputation back, and believe me, Medal of Honor is back, and I believe the next game in series, maybe next year, could take the crown for best game of the year. Eighth place, another game which is brilliant, but again could not take my crown. The PlayStation exclusive Gran Turismo 5, and after a number of years of delays and anticipation for this game, it really is weird to know it finally is here. And I mean, knowing the game is out in shops after so many years, we thought we thought Alan Wake was bad, but honestly, the wait was worth it, despite a lot of memory needed, which is the main reason this game ended in the top 5. But over 1,000 cars, 70 tracks with various weather conditions, and brilliant gameplay makes this game the racing game to play. So, to some, it might seem a shock. That Gran Turismo 5 is only 8th, but again, it's my decisions, and it was hard to put such a good game 8th. But all these games are good in this list, so we have to move on to 7th place. And yet again, we have another PS3 exclusive, which is God of War 3. Now, I know as soon as some people hear this, they may have a bitch fit over this being in front of GT 5. But the fact is, God of War is a fantastic series, and all that brilliant character development and storyline which we have built over God of War 1 and 2 culminates in one final amazing game, and we all know God of War is over for Kratos. And that's why the game got even better, because no, it's the last time you'll be following this story, and this character makes the whole game more serious and more emotional. So being in the top 10 out of many games released in 1 year is fucking amazing, but being in the top 5 is even better. So what game narrowly missed out on the top 5? Let's find out. So two PlayStation exclusives have already been shown, but now we have an Xbox 360 exclusive, which, like Gran Turismo, suffers from delays and anticipation. Yes, it is Alan Wake. Being released at the beginning of the year when not much games are making a fantastic mark, Alan Wake simply shined, and even if a world-class game was getting released around that time, Alan Wake would still have a special glow. Now, me as a PS3 only player, I am hoping Ubisoft will be kind enough to give PS3 this game, maybe in terms of one of our exclusives. You never know. But really, this game is eerie, and I love the whole mood setting. How when it's light, it's good, and when it gets dark, then you can imagine what happens. The game took long to make, not longer than Gran Turismo, but hey, how long can you go without being forgot about? The game, just like Gran Turismo 5, was worth the wait, but unfortunately missed out on the top 5. So we now have got to go to the top 5 games of 2010, and again, an Xbox exclusive. And like God of War 3, is the end of the series, and an emotional end. Yes, it is Halo Reach. Like I said before, ending a series which players have been engrossed in since 2001 is a hard decision to make, and I believe this game was the right way to end the series. But most Halo fans will be shouting at the screens now, saying, "What? That game should have been first." But no, it simply could not get number 1, 2, 3, or 4. Fourth game is a game which everyone knows. It really needs no introduction, does it? It is Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. Now, if I was a part of the team that makes these games, I would probably quit, because how they make the story for this game, I do not know. They managed to use ancestors and all-time storylines which somehow relate to real life people. Sorry. Very confusing, but again, Ubisoft do well under pressure, and they produce yet another very solid game. Okay, so now we have reached the last 3 games 2010. 3 questions. Who takes bronze, who takes silver, and who takes the gold? In third place, taking bronze is probably the game everyone thought I would give first. Call of Duty Black Ops. Now this is a game that you either love or hate, so if I see any hate messages down below about any of these games, or about this video, you're just gonna get deleted, man, because this video is fully based on my opinions, my opinion for my personal top 10 games of the year. And as I am not a company like IGN, then the video should not be mean. Just because I say something is good and fun means you will enjoy it. Do not take this video seriously. It's not a professional review. Black Ops, I loved it, then hated it, and now I love it again. So this game leaves you feeling like how we felt in Modern Warfare 2. I mean, 1 minute you can be on the edge of snapping your disc. The next you could be praising whoever made this game. But at the end of the day, to me, them annoying moments and the laggy connection knocks this off the throne and puts it at a 3. Sorry, Black Ops. Let's hope Modern Warfare 3 is better next year. So, only 2 games left, which means 1 game took the throne for Game of the Year, and 1 game missed out on Dale Down 1995's Game of the Year 2010. And like I said, for other games, for the other games that don't take this video, the other games that they haven't made it into this video, don't take it to heart. If your favorite game is not in here, then just let it go. Second place and runner up for my Game of the Year was BioShock 2. Now many have not played this game and a few may not like this game, but it is a fact. This game is very enjoyable, sadly not better than the first game, but good enough to make it my second best game of the year. And the online add-on gives so much replayability, the storyline is solid and fun, the gameplay is brilliant, the graphics are wow, and the ending is just out of this world. Before I say the game of 2010, I just want to tell you the games which are nominees for the top 10 list, but to me, could not make it in, and it was hard to leave these games out. They were Just Cause 2, Red Dead Redemption, Splinter Cell Conviction, FIFA 11, SmackDown 11, Dead Rising 2, and Need for Speed, and Fable 3. All them games very good and very close to making it, but maybe next time, boys. So this really is what people have been waiting for, my game in 2010. Now I ask myself, even though this is a personal opinion, I have to choose a game which left me wanting to play more. A game with good graphics, a good storyline, good character development. Basically all the perks make a good game shine. So my game of the year 2010, which includes all this stuff, and to me is the best game of this year, is Heavy Rain. Yes, the PlayStation exclusive. Why? No other game left me so engrossed and left me caring about the story as much as Heavy Rain did. People will mock the gameplay, but fact is, the gameplay, just because it ain't the way people are used to playing games, doesn't mean this game can't be brilliant. I forgot the company who made this, Quantic Dream, but they must have worked hard and it paid off. Heavy Rain is my 2010 Game of the Year, and I look forward to, and I hope you subscribe to this video. You can even make a counter video against this video. I don't really care, but to be honest, I enjoyed making this video, and I can't wait to make more top 10 videos. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe.